it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. I received a question from a viewer about the effect of denial and what that really means when, as it relates to the narcissist. And the experience of denial is essentially when you're not able to see the narcissist for really the person that they are. You're not able to see or accept the reality that they are disordered or that they have a limitation in their personality, specifically in their ability to have empathy and be able to have a connection emotionally and sort of satisfactorily and congruently with you. So denial is essentially not seeing them for who they are, but seeing them for who you wish that they were. And sorry, there's something on there, but so denial is really when one is not able to either accept or identify that this person is a narcissist and is essentially limited. So the denial is not in accepting their limitations. It's wanting them to be other than what they are, which just serves to perpetuate your feeling of being a victim and really essentially being disappointed. So it's important for you to accept what narcissism is, what psychopathy is, or what borderline personality is, in realizing that the loved one in your life who perhaps has this condition is going to be that way. They will generally always be that way, and they are not able and or willing to change. And they are also not able to identify that they have done anything wrong. So they're not really going to own that. So they're not really going to be able to process the shortcomings in the relationships with you. So not only are they able to process that, any sort of discussion that you have about change or coming together or can we fix this is going to be very difficult. It's going to be met with resistance. It's going to be met with basically refuting. It's basically going to be met with being dismissed. It's going to be dismissed because they're not able to really come to closure or come to a sense of feeling like there's anything different that they can do. They're literally not able to behave and or treat others differently. And so any request, any sort of discussion that you might present to them is going to be met with dismissal. They're generally not going to be able to do that. So to come out of denial, it essentially means that you are able to literally see and accept them for who they are. And knowing that they can't change, and knowing and grieving perhaps the loss of having your needs met. I mean, just owning up to it that this person, and I had a viewer say, was an abject example of a father figure. I mean, he owns it, he knows it, he sees it, he's able to identify what it was, what it is, and then the impact that it has. So he's seeing things very clearly. He is not living in a state of denial. He's not living in a state of victimhood. If you continue to deny the limitations of this person, which often they do, but if you do that, you are essentially setting yourself up to remain a victim and to remain essentially disappointed, unhappy, stuck in a cycle of being lied to, being judged, being belittled, being negated. You're going to perpetuate, it's like bound, it's just, you're going to be essentially knocking your head into a wall if you do not emerge from that denial state. So to release the denial, to answer your question, basically just means that you're coming to terms, you're accepting that this is how this person is, was, and will always be, and to release them in love, not in judgment, because if you have continual judgment, you're going to continue to feel fueled by them, which is not the goal in recovery. It's to become empowered and autonomous and independent. So once you realize, this is how they are, and also to kind of grieve the loss of them in your life. In other words, they're still here physically, but they were very much not there for you emotionally. They did not do their job. They did not provide to you. They did not give you at all what you needed. I mean, in this, this viewer said it very accurately, that his father is an abject example of a father. And so, he did not have this healthy role model for a father. So he is now creating this on his own. He is, he has inside what it takes to be a good father. He instinctively knows it. And so I'm sure, he very much enjoys being able to embrace that quality. But yet, he is like the originator of proper parenting. So he is like the purveyor of sanity in his new legacy. So he is now, the pioneer, if you will, in setting forth the proper role model and proper legacy of being a paternal provider and a patriarch in a family. And in fact, this is a very empowering position because you can really set the record straight for your family, but for generations to come. And so oftentimes those people really truly appreciate their role in life and the true humanity and heart that it takes in terms of being a parent and a figure to someone who can really empower and direct the life of a young child and help sculpt it and mold it into something very positive, productive, and rewarding. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.